My name is John Lavender, and I'm the originator of the Ancestors Path. If you're lucky enough to have one of these kits, I'm going to show you how to use it. You can still buy them on Amazon.com, even though they're basically out of print. However, in my next video, I'm going to show you how to create your own kit. But let's start with this one, and we'll go over the various parts. Now I'm going to open up the kit here, and you'll see that inside we have essentially like something that looks like a game, a book, a couple of dice, and a compass. So here we have the basic set. And what this really does is it shows the different directions, because the Ancestors Path is based on indigenous knowledge about the directions. And what we have to do with this board is to orient it in north, south, east, and west. And that's the reason why we have the compass. So I'm just going to throw out the compass here and see where north is located, and then orient the board to that. Of course, if you know where north is already, then that's great. Then we have two dice. The dice are different. One has on it the powers of nature. There are 6 powers of nature here, and they're reflected on the board. And then the other one has 6 totems, and they're also related to the directions. So we see here that the powers of nature are sun, which is actually in the south. We have, this represents earth, which is below. This represents rain, which is in the north. This represents wind, which is in the west. And then we have sun in the south. Over here we have a rainbow, which actually represents above us. And then we have what essentially is a symbol for lightning. And all of these are petroglyphs, come from Native American petroglyphs, and these symbols really represent the 6 directions: north, east, south, and west, above and below. And again, the other dice, which represents totems, are also the same. They have directional qualities. So for instance, the elk comes from the west, the snake comes from the south, the eagle is above us, and now we have the warrior, which is in the east. And then, let's see what else we have here. The fish. The fish is in the north, and the turtle is the earth. So the basic technique, I'll describe that in a few moments. The first thing I like to do is to actually draw the directions on a sheet of paper. So here I'm going to draw basically a cross, and I'm going to put up here north, east, south, and west, and then draw a line through it. I'm going to have above and below. I'm just using this to write down the results of our quest. So the ancestor's path is to determine via the directions where we are at any given time or any given question. If we want, like most people, just want a quick answer, we just go to essentially the heart of the question. And so we can do that without necessarily using this. But let's start then with the heart of the question. And in this case, just where we're at right now. So I'm going to just take the die here and throw them. And what we have is a turtle and we have rain. So over here, the heart of the question is rain over the turtle. And essentially that is north, the power of nature of the north, above the totem for earth, which is below. Now to find out what that means, and actually at some point we could explain exactly how these meanings come into being, but for now we'll just have a look at, just to show an easy method, have a look at the book that we have, and essentially we're going to go to the back page, and on the back page we have the list of the directions, one for elements, or powers of nature, and the other one for totems. And basically, by looking for the first, the power of nature, which in this case was north, so we have here the rain, and then going to the to below, which was the turtle. Go across here and we'll see that that represents a number. That number 2 can be looked up in the book, and we can see the reading for the heart of the matter. And this heart of the matter, in this particular case, relates to what we're doing right now.